we realized that there were a lot of stories out there that no one's really telling. They're the missed stories, the ones that are buried deep in history. Today we are out in the Susquehannock Forest. This is our second introduction to the CCC camps, the segregated CCC camps that we had in the state.
The work that the CCC did in the 1930s and 40s is a big part of how we use and interact with the forest today. It was a government program that was created by Franklin Roosevelt when he took office just after the Great Depression started to grip the United States. And Roosevelt decided that if private industry was unwilling or unable to hire people and put them to work, that the federal government would do so. We are here today at the former location of the Shanty CCC camp to do some archaeological reconnaissance with the overall goal of increasing public awareness and interpretation of the history surrounding this site.
And wastewater disposal pits, that could be more.
Initially, you had to be a young man, unmarried, between the ages of 18 and 25. The idea was that you couldn't find work elsewhere, so the government would give you a job doing a variety of different things to help preserve, protect, and restore the natural landscape of the United States. Company of Civilian Conservation Corps enrollees that occupied this camp were African American enrollees. The CCC program, as it was created in 1933, was segregated. So Caucasian enrollees did not intermingle with African American or Native American or Hispanic American enrollees. They were each put into their own separate camps and companies. And this was one of the about 20 to 30 different African American camps that were established across Pennsylvania during the 9-year tenure of the program. Here we have lots of structural features that are left over: concrete foundations, stairs, walkways, terraces, roads, a lot of preservation that we're just not seeing at this level in different CCC camps in Pennsylvania, which is another reason why it's great that the work that's happening here is happening, because I think there's a lot that can be learned from this camp.
A lot of the work that we have set out for us is to identify, delineate, and evaluate these resources. And sometimes that means uncovering the vegetation that you see here on site. Other times that means identifying on the map. Other things that you'll see us do in the forest, we'll start to map this out, and then we will evaluate how this sits in the landscape at a broader scale. So across the state, across the nation, what these resources mean to those folks. What we're trying to do here is really to uncover those stories for folks, to build that sense of stewardship, and not only ourselves as an agency, but for Pennsylvania's people, so that they understand what we have, the public heritage that's lying right underfoot, and making sure that as we build out this kind of work, that it doesn't stop with us. One of the primary objectives to this kind of work is to really raise awareness of the types of sites that we have in our forests. And it's also to help us to better manage these resources for all people. One of the biggest things we want to do here is to make sure that it's accessible, and uncovering the remains of these types of sites and making them more accessible to recreational users and the folks that come to Pennsylvania's forests to recreate.